Just talk about
Shada. Next up, there are a lot of pitches in the audience, but we're going to bring the real pitch out on stage. That's Taylor-Klaus. The man with the fancy arm himself, hero Keaton. And last but certainly not least, Her Majesty, the one, the only Princess Allura, Kimberly. Paladins, I warned our audience that we're going to do something a little bit different. And there was a particular game show. What was that game show again?
Garful! Warful!
Snake!
We're not playing that game show. We're playing a game show called Keep Your Jobs, where all of them keep their jobs, answering questions from me and the audience. I'm going to start things off.
I love that job.
Yes.
I love keeping jobs.
That's the game that I'm really hesitantly good at.
We have so much Voltron yet to come. We don't want anything spoiled that would result in one of them losing their job. So that's number one thing to watch out for today. We will be getting questions from those of you in the audience. I'm going to start things off.
That was so satisfying.
Something a little bit fun, a little bit silly.
Snack.
I'm going to start down here with Princess Allura herself.
Oh my.
Oh, we're right into this. Woo.
Kimberly, the first question in the game show of Keep Your Job.
Oh my gosh.
When you hear the name Andrea Romano, what does that make you think?
Thank you.
Perfection and direction.
Woo! That
That
rhyme.
rhymes. I didn't even mean to do that. But yeah, she was our director, our voice director. She's retired, but she's a legend. I'm sure you all, as fans of animation, are very familiar with who she is. But she's amazing, and we all were lucky enough to work on her last. I think it was her last.
Her last game?
Yes.
Yeah,
her last
it was,
show. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
She retired
Finishing out
actually a few
strong.
episodes
Yeah, exactly.
from the end.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I think of.
Josh.
Amazing.
Josh, I think we've got a very good answer. I think we're going to get 100 points for that answer.
All right,
Josh,
sweet. Good answer, yeah.
Josh, how many points can you get with your answer? What do you think of when you think of Andrea Romano?
I think of Safe and Warm. Andrea really does it. She's got such a warm personality, and she creates such a safe space for us as actors to be creative, where we just kind of go with what we feel, and we're free to create. And she's fantastic.
Bex, play or pass?
Absolutely, I'm playing.
Okay. Bex.
What do you take me for?
Oh,
a fool?
Bex, I'm giving
Always
you the
plays.
option. I'm giving you the option. What do you think of when you think of Andrea Romano?
I think of my hero. She's definitely one of the people that I wanted to work with most in my career, and I can't even put into words how much it's meant to be able to work with her and to have her direct me and help me find these deep, penetrating emotions. Like, I'm gonna bring it back. Season 4, episode 2. She brought something out of me that I didn't know was in there. And I'm forever grateful for her.
You know, we got a couple of great 100-point answers. We got our first 500-point answer. Good job. Jeremy, do you think you can take the lead? What do you think of Andrea Romano?
It's really hard going last. What to say that hasn't already been said. I will echo everything from Fryer. Obviously, Andrea is probably one of the, if not the best voice directors, I think, pretty much ever. And
Oh, yeah.
I had gotten the pleasure to work with her a couple times before we started doing Voltron on like a couple different like DC shows, and that was just awesome. But that was like very kind of few and far between, just a couple times. And so getting to like consistently work with her on Voltron and have her develop the kind of the characters with us, and I think she just did such a great job of building kind of our camaraderie and chemistry as a cast, which I think anyone that is worth their salt should do. And so the first few recordings that we had, she wanted to make it a point that we were all there recording together, so that even when we couldn't be there for different scheduling stuff at the same time, that we had that base plate, that we all got to know each other. We were able to play off each other in the beginning, and it makes it so much better when you're going forward because you know the voices that you're playing off, and even if they're not there, you can kind of guess where they're going to go with their character, and you have a vibe of everything, and you get their personalities, and so I think that is such an important thing. I think that really shows through in the show, and I mean, yeah, what else to say other than she's just the best, cutest little human being on the planet, and we love her very dearly. So.
That was a pretty good answer, Jeremy. What do you guys think of that? I mean, I gotta be honest, not quite as good as Bex's answer. I'm gonna say 400 points.
Okay.
First place after the first
I'll
question,
take it.
Bex with 500. Jeremy with 4. Josh and Kimberly.
Can't go for gold.
Wait, I'm number 5.
With 100. Now, Jeremy, you brought up group recording. This is a great lead into the next question. Fill in the blank. We'll start with you, Jeremy.
Perfect. I'm ready.
Blank is the biggest problem in the booth when we do a group recording. Blank. Fill in the blank. Blank is the biggest problem in the booth when we do a group recording.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like there's a
Player pass. You can pass the
I'm
Bex.
gonna
It
play.
seems like Bex really wants to play.
I'm gonna play. I mean, I'm gonna say Reese Darby personally for me.
Reese Darby.
Mr. Coran, right? Yes, lads. Mechanic, did I call him that for nothing? What? He always makes me laugh, and I've had a lot of scenes with him, and so it's kind of hard to go back and forth and not laugh at times with Mr. Reese Darby. So I love that man. But I think Bex has it seems like you have a better answer. So
That was a very large blank. What was that, Bex?
The Brown Lion.
The brown lion. I don't recall seeing the brown lion in the show.
Exactly.
We
Probably
try to
won't.
hide him.
probably won't.
It's kind of internalized. Yeah.
Silent and Deadly is the ninja one.
Yes.
He's the deadliest lion, really.
He foams Voltron.
We have Bex's answer. Josh, blank is the biggest problem in the booth.
Beck stole my answer.
I know I did.
Well, sadly, you're gonna have
But
to go with
okay,
something.
I'm gonna play. I'm not gonna play. I'm not passing this one. I'm gonna say. Can I hear the question one more time?
Blank is the biggest problem in the booth during a group recording.
I'm gonna have to go with Jeremy.
Funny, my second answer was Josh.
When I say problem, it's not necessarily that it's a bad problem. It's just Jeremy tends to get all of us laughing, and then we have to be brought back to reality by Andrea. But and actually, you know what? Yeah, I take that back. I'm not going to throw you completely under the bus because it's both me and you.
It's usually
Yeah,
you.
it's
I feel like
usually
it's
me. I'm
you
just
too.
trying to pass it off on everybody
For
else.
sure.
I am the biggest problem in the booth. I'm sorry.
No. The correct answer is all of you guys
That's a good question. Good
are
answer.
the problem. And Andrea was always trying to okay, you guys, we actually have to record the show today, so can you shut up? But no, it's like a comedy routine. It's hilarious. Everybody's funny. I think the brown line pretty much started the thing that can never be stopped.
It's always going to push through.
I think just us all when we're so excited when we get to record together because people are busy. Certain actors are hardly ever there, like Steven.
Hey, Steven.
We love you, though, Steven. We love
He's
you.
busy.
Yeah.
He's doing great things.
And he's a little baby too. So.
And we love
cute.
him. It's just great when we all do get together. So it's just I don't know.
I gotta say, one of my favorite memories from In the Booth is I was having a full conversation with Josh and Ty, and I hear my cue. I turn to the mic, say it, and go right back to the conversation with Josh. and I turn back to Josh, and I realize, as I'm finishing my sentence, he's just like,
Yeah, did you just do that? The timing was perfect, by the way. Too. It was pretty
oh yeah, no,
incredible.
that's the take that
Nailed
makes
it,
it to
you
the
nailed it.
episode. But it was like, he was just like, wait, I didn't even know that we were still recording at this point. I didn't know it was your turn. Oh, okay.
It's like, I'm going to shut up now.
Everyone in the booth is just like, we're recording.
Look, it worked.
It did. It did.
Well, Paladins, these were all great answers. I can't pick which was the best. I'm going to need to ask the judges. Audience, was Jeremy's answer the best? Reese Darby is the biggest problem in the booth. Let's hear it.
Yep.
Silence.
Okay, fine.
Wow.
Speaking
Be
of,
that way.
speaking of silent but
He's a
deadly.
gorgeous freaking man. It's funny, and I love his accent.
That doesn't really sound like a problem, though. That sounds
No.
like pluses.
That's true. Those are all pluses. I just named pluses. So.
All right, came up empty for Jeremy, but what do we think of the brown lion coming to Target stores? Okay, sounding pretty good. Josh Keaton said somebody on the panel filled that blank very well. What do you think, Jeremy? Is Jeremy the biggest problem in the booth? And the audience turns. Now, Kimberly took advantage of having the last spot. Picked a really brilliant, all of the above answer. What do you think? The whole cast is the biggest problem.
Should we do the face?
With resounding acclaim, Princess Allura jumps into the lead with 1,100 points.
Josh, what are we doing? We're not doing well.
I know we gotta form better answers, I guess.
Josh, we're gonna bring the next one.
Oh man, okay.
We gotta have some extra credit.
I'll try not to stink it up.
We're gonna try to get you there. We're gonna try to get you to
All right.
some more points. Josh,
Yes, I'm ready.
of your castmates,
Yes.
whom do you feel closest to?
Oh, come on! You can't do that to me. Well, okay. I
That's
would
the
say-
correct answer.
Right now, I have X. But no, honestly, like
You're welcome.
I could not pick one. I would say
You were on
that.
a boat and it was sinking.
Who would you choose?
As if Shiro hasn't been
Who
through
do you
enough.
save?
Who do I save? I save everybody and sacrifice myself.
Oh, come on!
You know what? That was the same audience response to the I want to be a paladin in the Dungeons and Dragons game. So, Josh, here's the thing. You just earned 2,000 points. Jump in and this is the Space Dad award. That is your button right there.
All right.
Because that is the most Space Dad answer
All right.
we possibly got. I'm going to make sure that
Save
everybody...
yourself.
This is why you were not in the feud episode, because
Yeah.
that would have been your answer.
That's the answer.
Would have won.
Now, I've got one more, and then I'm going to jump out into the audience, and who knows how crazy that's going to get.
Wow.
For all of you, and this may go a little bit more serious.
Okay.
The fandom of Voltron has been just explosive, effusive, so enthusiastic and lovely. I love all of you guys. These guys love all of you. Okay?
Same.
When it comes to showing your love and appreciation for the show, what would your advice to your fans be? The internet's a big, crazy place. You know, a lot of people can be big fans of things. A lot of people can write those comments that are the reason we don't read the comments. What would you say, being on the other end of receiving the love, receiving some of the not so love?
I love love.
I love that.
I love love. You know, well,
I love
think
lamb.
people are passionate about the show, and so they're gonna, you're gonna love it at times, you're gonna hate it at times, and I guess at the very end of the day, we're giving you an emotional response one way or the other, so we're
That's
doing our
what
jobs
I was
right.
saying.
So thanks for the passion. That's what I would say.
Passion.
Thank you guys. We love it. We love all
I
of
agree.
you.
I totally agree. That was my answer.
You know the crazy thing? That tied everything up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, kind of
All right.
did.
It's a tie game.
Wait, whoa, sweet.
Wait,
It's a tie game now.
How did
I don't know
that
how
happen?
math works.
I know
Come on,
that.
Vince.
Yeah,
Math.
leave the math to me.
Question right here.
It's Altean math.
All right.
Okay.
What's our next
I
question?
think accounting is more of an
And science.
Oh, wait, sorry. He's ruining it again.
So first of all, thank you guys so much for being here. And so my question is, if you had your own Bayard, what
I have.
I do.
Thanks to you.
Oh my gosh. So if you had your own Bayard that was like actually natural and not a prop, what would it transform into? What would your personal ideal Bayard weapon be?
Somebody can lead all the way into a healthy lead with a really great answer to this one.
Mine would definitely transform into a nice long-range rifle. That also has a lance on the back of it.
Wow.
I love it.
How about that?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
See, the thing about Zarkon is that he learned how to switch what his Bayard turned into.
That's cheating.
And that's what I want to do, because like it depends on what kind of battle I'm in, and that's having that ability is such. First of all, yes, but also such an asset in battle, because that way you can go from a bow staff to a long sword to a rifle to a handgun, whatever you need for any given combat situation. And that's what I would want to work on. Is I would want to work on training myself to be able to utilize the Bayard to its fullest potential. But if I only had one choice, I'm really proficient with firearms. I am from Georgia.
From Georgia.
I know, it's I know, come on, like it's such a stereotype. I could come up with something better.
I mean, I kind of would have to go and go in a similar direction to Beck/Pidge here. I also played Green Lantern, and I really love that the lantern energy can kind of take on whatever the wielder wants it to take on. It could be any kind of construct, and it's limited only to your imagination. Where, like, if I wanted to, I could make it into a massive car that I drop on you, and it's just a fake car, but it still does all the same things. And I would love to do that, but I would love to do it with like really kind of like silly weapons like that, like a big blunderbuss, or a big comical hammer, or like a big Mack truck that, you know, all that kind of stuff. Or you can just make it like a big cartoon. Yeah. No, throw practical out the window. You want crazy. Absolutely.
Look, I gotta say, it's so hard picking something other than Pidge's Bayard, because what she's got is such a useful weapon.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
I kind of want to stick with what Pidge has.
That's what I was gonna say about Allura. The whip. I
Yeah.
love the whip.
So good!
Like, where did that come from? All of a sudden, she just has this whip.
Watch me whip.
Yeah!
Yeah, I'm just sticking with the whip. It works in so many situations. Yeah. They did a good job.
Yeah! If you got it, flaunt it.
Let's hear it for Hannah, everybody. Great question.
All right. That is the most Pidge thing I think I've seen in a while.
That is. Yes! Wait. Can we give some extra points for the most Pidge response I've ever seen? To
Yeah,
the
the
factor
disappearing
is
into
just
the armor.
disappearing.
You
Yeah!
know what? That's a great suggestion. We have a sticker that was found in Artist Alley.
Ooh.
That I'm giving to Bex.
It's a kitty
Thank
Pidge.
you.
Here.
It's a kitty
Look at
Pidge.
that. Thank you. My co-host here, Bex. What do we got? Go to this side.
It's all kinds of
We start here. What do you got?
Hi there, thanks so much for coming.
Hey.
So just out of curiosity, I know you guys spend a lot of time in the can and the booth. Did you guys ever manage to have any time together outside of work, or if you had any shenanigans there that are not spoiled?
I forgot. I didn't hear the last part of that question actually.
Do you get much time to stand outside the booth, hanging out, causing trouble, setting cars on fire?
The car happens occasionally.
Yeah.
Why do you think we all ended up with new cars?
Yeah. No, we all kind of. Yeah, we definitely have time to hang around. We always.
We did last night.
Yeah, we hung out last night. We're probably gonna hang out tonight. We get together. We did the You're Welcome video, and we were trying to get Jeremy in, but he was filming a music video for his band the same day.
But if you do something similar to that, I'll probably do the next one. So.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, it's we definitely hang out outside.
I still have to do It's Not Easy Being Green. So.
And we both have the same kind of car, so I'm gonna actually help Kimberly mod something on her car when I
And
mod
he's
mine.
also going to help me mod something on my car, even
Yes.
though it's not the same car, but because
It's
he loves me.
similar.
Yeah, similar.
He's pimping our rides.
We'll figure it out.
Yes!
Yeah. They're
We
all
would
coming
be
over to
lost
Space
without
Dad's
Space
garage,
Dad.
and we're gonna work on stuff. It'll be cool.
Yes. Yes.
Let's hear it for Haley, everyone.
All right, thank you. Hey.
So on top of Sandra and Mano, and you guys are all very talented voice actors, what are some advice you have for people who are looking to get into this kind of field?
Which one of you is going to snipe Dee Bradley Baker's I Want to Be a Voice Actor.com answer first? Oops, I already did.
Yes, Dee Bradley Baker. I want to be a voiceactor.com. We actually get asked this question a lot, so I mean, if you guys want to.
Go for it.
My advice would be 3 things. You want to take improv classes because you need to get very comfortable in your own skin and not be afraid to look like a fool, because you will, and it's okay. 2, sing. Sing as often as possible because it's like yoga for your voice. It's going to help you with vocal range. It's going to help you with your vocal dexterity, with your pitch control, with your ear, endurance, stamina, everything. And then finally, read out loud as often as possible. It doesn't matter to who, it doesn't matter what. You just need to get really comfortable with interpreting text on the page and bringing it to life without a lot of time because you don't have that luxury in our business. Like it's you get the sides and you got to perform it and that's it. So as the faster you can get at that, the better.
Definitely learn how to cold read.
Yeah.
And I think just the simplicity of taking a voiceover class too is also
Sure.
a good way to start to make sure it's for you. I mean, I think a lot of people enjoy the performances.
Ask your doctor, is voice acting
Side effects, maybe. Yes, yeah, I think that's how I started. And it's a lot different than when I started. But you have the internet, and there's so much going on, and you could. Who else has a class? There was someone else.
Steve Bloom
Oh, Steve
is
Bloom.
actually having online classes that you can take from wherever you are in the world.
Yeah, and he's excellent.
Oh, is he really?
He knows a lot about
Yeah.
Neil Kaplan as well, I think.
Neil
I think
Kaplan.
Zarkon himself, if you want to take some
Zarkon,
voiceover classes from Zarkon, he's starting to teach them. And I think he's doing them
that's a
online.
really good way.
Yeah, definitely.
No, he can manipulate his voice like the best.
50,000 points to Kimberly. Negative 25,000 points to Jeremy.
I'm playing my own game. Get on my level.
Like my own.
You sound like you're about to get warfled, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Or full.
Thank you.
My question is, what's the hardest line you had to record that still turned out all right, or great, or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have one that didn't come up?
So many! So many, like, whenever it's some sort of scientific jargon that's, especially when it's clan made.
Oh, yeah. Clan mural.
Clan mural, because I already squeakle. I just, come on, man.
It's also me.
I love my job. I get to do random crazy words all the time, which is great. I'm just always terrified the first take. It always gets better after the first take because you realize, oh, okay, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. That's just what it's gonna be. But yes,
I have
a lot
easier
of those.
words. I don't have a lot of the sciencey jargon, so I don't have that type of stuff.
not
I
really.
can escape by without doing that. I just have flirtiness and lots of screaming.
The screams, though.
That part
I mean, those
of it.
screams.
Yeah, I have lots of screams.
Those are hard, man.
Oh, do you remember in that first episode when we had to ADR it like 3 times because our screams were too similar?
Yeah, so fun fact.
They couldn't
Apparently
distinguish.
my voice is very similar to Bex's when we're screaming, and I had to redo it occasionally because it basically came through like on the same pitch, and it was just like, it sounds like it's just two of the same person.
And I believe they actually had you go higher.
They have to go higher, yeah. So somehow my voice is higher than Bex's.
Yes.
50,000 points to Bex. 50,000 points to Jeremy for being vulnerable.
Yes. Oh, yeah, right, Jeremy. Don't leave me hanging. Thank you.
What's the craziest thing that happened on set that you can tell us?
Yeah, there's a lot we can't tell.
I don't even.
Voltron.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's probably not appropriate for the family-friendly audience that we have right here. We make a lot of pretty inappropriate jokes. And
I can tell you that if anybody ever releases like bonus
Outtakes?
audio outtakes, yeah.
it's probably going to be not safe for work. There's a
Yeah.
lot of cursing.
A lot of potty mouth.
There's a lot of pidge cursing.
We try to keep it like, PG-13 on our socials and stuff, but once we're in the booth and it's just us, like it's pretty
And
bad.
like when you do when you're in the middle of a really emotional line and it's a long one and you get so close to the end and then you mess up, it's so hard to keep yourself from just screaming out some sort of curse word. It's difficult, guys.
Yeah, because I mean, you got yourself into that emotional place, and now you have to kind of undo all of the place you went during that performance, and now go and start it again. It's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's when you're having a tough time because it's a really funny scene and you just can't even just start you're already laughing when you start, so you can't even get through the words. So it takes like 10 minutes solid to get like the simplest line.
Yep.
I feel like Reese has that a lot because they write.
Yeah.
They write just crazy
He's
stuff
like,
on
no, I
purpose.
got the line. Is it? Oh God.
Yeah.
I gotta say, when I've had a lot of moments where Reese is doing some huge like monologue full of Altean gibberish, and he gets so close to the end. So close to the end, and then all of a sudden he'll start going off on a completely different sentence, being like, "No, that's not what I was supposed to be saying, but I gotta keep talking." Okay, we're gonna start over. Are you ready? So funny.
Question.
1,000 points to all of you for keeping your job.
Sweet.
You came here.
I love this game.
So I love Lance a lot.
Me too.
Lancelot.
Thank you.
What?
Where are they?
But he's like one of the least, well, the most underloved character for his role in the fandom.
Underloved?
Are we watching the same
What
show?
are you watching?
I don't know what you're
Wait,
talking
Lance?
about, but I think there's lots of love for Lance.
Lance.
to go around. I mean, good lord, just look at my tag feed on like Instagram and everything else. It's just like fan art, fan art, fan art, fan art. So it's, to me, it seems like he's loved a lot.
I get tagged in Lance fan art.
Yeah. Where's my pitch fan art?
I do have a question to go with that. What do you think is the least loved scene that you guys did with your characters that like didn't seem to get as much reception as you thought it would?
Oh, interesting. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell at times because I think with social media and stuff too, like I think you have a lot of people that really love all of it, and a lot of times people love something a lot and they're like, oh, great scene. Like they don't immediately run to social media just to say how much they loved it. If it's like really solid and good, they'll just kind of be like, wow, that was awesome, and then they'll just move on. I think a lot of times the stuff people don't like, you see more because they're more like fired up, and so they'll go and post about it. And so it makes it seem like things are worse than they actually are, I think, at times. And then when you come to like fan events like this, you get just like all of the
Yeah.
all the
it's all
love and stuff. So it's
love
kind of
and
hard
positive,
to
yeah.
quantify that, I would feel like, and tell what scenes are the least. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. That's hard to answer.
Yeah. So-
I would actually, like, from my character, I would say it's like kind of the opposite. Well, I have an opposite experience where like I loved the Monsters of Man episode. I loved it, but I didn't realize how much like the Shiro scenes would catch on. Like,
Yeah.
people love
wanna
that
be a
episode.
paladin.
Yeah, and I mean that was super fun, but I didn't expect that reaction, for sure.
Also.
Yeah.
So that's the reverse.
100,000 points to Josh, 100,000 points to Jeremy, and 200,000 to Bex for being tagged in all Jeremy's.
I hope
Hey.
someone's keeping track of these points.
Hi.
Good, how are
How
you?
would you guys feel if there's a Voltron party going on in there with you guys? Like a Voltron birthday party?
That would be
Birthday.
awesome.
Going on where?
Anywhere, in a floating castle, for example,
Ooh.
where everyone is invited, like super fans and all that.
Great.
Planet.
I mean, yeah, parties are awesome. Voltron parties sound awesome. So
It'd probably have to be in the past before the castle kind of,
Yeah, maybe in the
Voltron
Atlas.
the castle's gone.
Yeah, in the Atlas.
We'd serve goo.
Yes.
The castle exploded.
Goulash.
Ooh, look,
And also, what is your favorite food to eat, you guys?
food goo.
Oh, like our favorite foods?
Yes, all of
food
you
goo.
guys.
Oh.
I'm a carnivore, so probably like a nice hearty steak is where I'm at. Sorry, that offended you.
Sorry. Sorry about that.
Scottish, very Scottish.
Scottish. This
Scotsman.
whole line got to follow. I like rice and beans. Cuban style rice and beans.
All right.
It's
What's
my
up?
favorite.
My wife will have to cook for you.
Yes, please.
Sweet, yeah. For me, pizza.
No, you didn't. Try again.
What?
Accent.
For me, I like to eat pizza. I especially like it with the pepperoni. I like sausage. Sausage. I like lots
you
of
do.
cheese. I don't like vegetables. I don't like pepperoni on my pizza. It's no good. It's quite disgusting.
Tacos and tequila. I literally have a short thing to
Screaming and winning a million points, Kimberly Brooks.
Yep.
Wow, in the lead.
Here from a young fan. What do you have for us? What's your name? Violet. This is going to be amazing. Let's hear it for Violet, everyone. Good Violet. Jumping in the lead by
She's
asking
so
the best
ridiculous.
question of the day. What do you have for us?
I met her yesterday.
From the mouths of babes.
What is low turkey? Did he have some things that he was doing?
Keep your job.
The deepest questions come from the smallest.
Yes.
Actually, I have an answer for this.
Oh.
I do too.
He's scrolling through Instagram, angry that he's not there with the Paladins having fun.
And obsessively braiding his hair.
Yes. I was saying he's definitely brushing his hair for sure.
Yeah.
Playing some solitaire.
Altan
Altan
solitaire.
solitaire.
Trying to get sponsored.
Or is it the
right now,
Galra rules?
L'Oreal. He's working on some other business ventures.
Yes, yes.
He's not doing anything. He's regretting his
Everything.
decision.
He's regretting
That's
life.
Shaving his head, looking like a balloon. You know.
It's safe to say 5 million points for Violet.
Also, fun fact, the voice actor AJ, who plays Lotor, fantastically also plays Griffin in...
Yeah, he's also James Griffin.
Yeah, he does. I don't know what it is, but they keep casting AJ as very charming assholes. I can't say that in front of children. Oh no!
You didn't hear that! Cover your ears!
Not again!
See? I told
Are you trying to
about
lose?
the
Keep
move.
your job?
The bad news, Bex, negative 5 million points.
You're
doing so well.
You were so good.
You're doing so well.
And first of all, I love you guys. Second of all, of course, I'm asking a Monsters Mana based question.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. McLevar.
The best. If you guys were to play, like, first of all, would you ever consider playing Dungeons and Dragons based RPG together as a group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, I've been trying to set this up. I'm not kidding.
Let's do it.
I've got a game master if any of us want to play.
And if you did A, would you live stream it? And B, what would your classes and races be? And you can't talk about whose character sheets I gave you.
You know, usually I did the whole like multi-part question thing, but it's a Dungeons and Dragons question, so everything Dungeons and Dragons is multi-part.
All right.
Character disguise.
I've never played, so I'm not completely familiar with the races and classes. The closest thing that I could say that I played to Dungeons and Dragons would be World of Warcraft, and I was very obsessed with that for several years. I always play a druid. The way that Shiro always plays a paladin, like every time I start a character, I go to try to start something else, and then it always ends up being a druid. And that's all I like to play. I get bored with everything else.
I've actually got-
Are there druids in Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes, there are.
Okay, so I'd be a druid, and then what are the races? Yeah, but she gave me a character sheet and I had it on there, so I can't use it. I can't cheat.
Yep.
Is
So
there,
I
is
actually.
there like a sneaky rogue type person?
There is,
That's
a rogue.
really good looking and suave?
Yes, but so is Pike, so you can't use that one.
Oh,
Ah,
I
yeah.
can't use that.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, well then. Right, then I'll probably be like a bard.
Oh yeah.
A happy, joyful bard. We sing songs and helps the heroes in the quest. That would be mine. Yeah.
Let's see. I play Dungeons and Dragons quite often. I have several characters, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to pull one of my existing characters or start fresh. Either way, it would be really, really, really fun to bring a drow into the mix and have some fun with it.
I don't know what that is, but I
Like, I don't even know
want
what
to.
that is,
It's
but
a
I
dark
got
elf.
chills. Oh, yes.
Yeah, a dark elf. Yeah.
That's,
Oh,
I'm
sweet.
down for
Awesome.
that. I'm down.
Awesome.
Yeah, they don't have Dungeons and Dragons on Altea, so I have no idea what you're talking about. But I would, I think, is there a warrior? Like a warrior? That's what I want to be. I want to be it.
Yeah!
Should we be able to fight?
Answers. I think we tied it all the way up in time for one.
Oh my god, I made 5 million points back.
Oh, no pressure.
It's not. I'm being told by the judges. So we gotta cut it off. So who's got the best last question in the universe? Let's see it. Let's see it. Come on. Who's the
We're
most
robots
enthusiastic?
in deep space.
Okay. All right.
Wow!
Hello.
Hello!
What's up, meme lord? How you doing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, memes. Love
You're
it.
welcome! Check it out, it's a Lance.
For you, meaningful question. I want to know, out of any message in Voltron, what is one message that you just really hope your fans take away from the show?
We're always stronger together. Like, we can get stuff done on our own, but we are always stronger together.
I like that.
That's what I'm going for, yeah!
Anyone else have one?
I mean, mine would probably be a variation of that, but I love that, in the show you have these disparate, different people that kind of put aside their differences to work together for the greater good, which is very similar to that. But that's, yeah, so I think that's being able to kind of put aside your own self-interest at times for the interest of everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, of course, one of the most important lessons from Voltron is razzle dazzle. So.
Yeah.
Just live your life with a little bit of razzle dazzle, and you'll be good.
That's right. I would say own who you are. I think that's something that holds true for everybody. The Paladins are all about finding who they are and making sure that they can own it.
I love it. I would say believe in yourself and don't give up, because we went through a lot, and if we've given up, well, the whole universe. But I felt like we always had to learn to keep going and keep going and keep going. It's kind of a metaphor for life, I think. So that's something.
Honestly, some of the best answers I've heard. I have to ask a tiny little follow-up. In those times that have been tough, when something having to do with your character isn't received terribly well by a certain subset of fans that is completely out of your control, or maybe there's something that comes out
I thought
of
you
the
wanted
show
us
that
to
people
keep
aren't-
our jobs?
I do. When you're dealing with the trials and travails of being someone who the spotlight is on, do you find that really the thing that you've got to do is be stronger together, as Beck said? Is that where you go to in those difficult times when there's so much attention on you, there's so much energy being thrown at you? How do you guys cope with having so much of the focus on you?
We talk to each other for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got group chats going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Secret group chats.
Secret receipts. Yeah, we just talk to each other, man. I mean, that's all you got. That's all you can do. I think the biggest thing is just realize there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, everybody's going to have their own way of interpreting things and their own opinion. And I mean, to be honest, like if people are upset and it's something that they really feel, then I mean, I can't judge the validity of somebody being upset or being hurt. That's how they feel. And all we can do is continue to be positive and continue to try to bring everybody a great show and come and meet you guys. And that's really all we can do.
Yeah, and it's a great way to remind each other that while people's emotions are valid and their hurt is valid, what we created is something great, and what we've been doing is something important. And it's always nice to have your cast family behind you reminding you when you can't remind yourself.
Yeah.
I gotta say, this is really astonishing. This has never happened in the one episode history of Keep Your Jobs. But we have a 4-way tie, everyone.
We're getting out alive.
That's good news. Good news is I think this was awesome, right?
Yeah, this is super fun.
Bad news, like I said, is that we're out of time, but the yet better good news is that they're here the rest of the weekend, and you can see them up in the exhibit hall if you have or haven't. So go see them. Let's hear it one more time for Jeremy.
Hey, guys.
Junkies coverage of Fan Expo Canada 2018. Join the conversation below with a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe to see more. If you would like to help us with future projects, please visit our Patreon page.